I need to become a hero too. But how could I possibly do that? Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.
Welcome to the Fruits Dojo. I trust that you are here to redeem yourself and to acquire skills that are necessary for your goals. Are you ready, young one? I shall give you my best.
2,000 years later.
I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you, teacher.
What's going on, guys? It is time. And I'm hyped. You can see the smile on my face. I wanted to do a character build guide thingy, whatever, full. I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna call this, because I've done them in the past and I stopped because I got a little self-conscious. I didn't feel like showcasing a character unless I had a fully built, because that was the critique that I got. But now I'm just gonna throw that out the window because I didn't realize that so many people are a little bit too critical of what I do, or when I try to provide information, and sometimes you mess up, which is all fair and good. But I wanted to show you guys Ken, as he is one of my new favorite characters. Actually, he's not a new favorite character. I've loved this guy when I first saw him, and everyone was calling him bad when they were comparing him, which please do not compare characters in this game because it is a waste of time. Just look at the character for what they can do, and you can come up with a plethora of beautiful combinations. Now, I'm gonna go over his skills, I'm gonna go over possible artifacts, I'm gonna go over everything I can possibly think of for this character, and at the end of this video, please let me know what character you guys want next. I don't care if I have the character or not. The one with the most upvotes or likes or whatever like that, I will do that character no matter what. I don't care if I have the character or not. I will do it, and it will be in the same sense that this one is in, even whether the character is new or old, whatever. So first off, we're gonna preview the stats, but my head is blocking that, so no, not really. I mean, you can see the important stuff, right? So we got the attack, the HP, the speed, and the defense. Crit chance and everything else below it is going to be neutral, obviously. So let's see Awaken in the full investment version. So you can see his health is going to be at 7k, which is really good. Speed 102, which is good. Anything above 100 I feel like is a decent speed. Obviously there are characters that are higher, but he's not really meant to go first, because obviously when we get to the skills, he doesn't start off with his ult, so what's the purpose of you going first? You best to tank it out. So let's go to these skills. First up, we're gonna have the S1. S1 is going to be attacks with a flurry of strikes with a 35% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns. If you have vigor, it will also burn the target for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health, his main health, his max health. Now what that means is that the more health you build, the more damage he will do. Lovely with this is because there is currently in the game, I say that, no way to lower someone's max HP. I've seen it in other games, it's just currently not in this game. So this is actually what I love about HP scaling or defense scaling units, is because HP scaling, you cannot really do anything. Defense scaling, you can defense break. Attack scaling, you can attack break them. But max HP scaling, you can't do anything. You just have to stun them if you don't want to take the damage. So I always kind of love that. Now, as far as the skill enhances, I definitely recommend going. I'm nervous. I definitely recommend going into the +5 fighting spirit acquired at least. This allows him to get 20 fighting spirits every time he attacks, whether he is on a heavy dual attack build or counter build, or he's very fast so he gets multiple turns. Whatever you personally want to do, at least he's getting 20 each time, because we'll read later on when we go here, you're starting off with 50 fighting spirit, so it's going to be a really important thing to make sure you have access to your ult at all times. Well, not at all times, but as most as you want, because that's where you get the vigor from, but we're going to get to that later. Because here's the S2, attacks with enemy with a kick, increasing speed of the caster for 2 turns. marvelous, by the way, because he already starts off with 100 speed. So like I said, he does have a speed buff, plus he has decent speed, so you can make him go a couple turns, and we'll get to that, especially when we get to the artifacts. Now, is a 75% chance to defense break. So again, I love this because it's a character with 2 defense breaks. That's marvelous. Gains 40% fighting spirit when an enemy is defeated. I remember when I first did the review of this, I messed this up, and now that's only if he kills with the celestial kicks. If you get a kill with it, you will get 40, I said percent, you will get 40 fighting spirit, and that will be fantastic. If the caster has vigor, it ignores the effective resistance check, and of course the damage increases proportional to the caster's max HP. You can soul burn it and get an extra turn. So yes, you can soul burn S3, you can soul burn with the S2, hit the S3, soul burn with the S2, hit the S1, and it does a lot. So like you could actually soul burn, let's say if you don't have enough to actually use your ult because you need 100 fighting spirit, you could soul burn this, kill a target, get the 40, and then hit him with the hit a separate target with the S3. Or now if you're already at 100, you could soul burn this, hope the 75% chance gives you the defense break, and then hit him with the S3. So a lot of damage potential you can do, and it does a lot. It's really good, especially when you actually S3, you have the vigor, then you can S2, S1, and that's a lot of damage. Plus you get the burn. Delicious. Because once you're in vigor, remember, it ignores resistance checks. So as long as, even if it's a water target, as long as you don't miss, it will defense break 100%. That's how he's made. All right, so I am blocking it a little bit. Let me disable myself to show you guys the thing. It's only damage boosting when you level this up, so I would say this is the last priority that you guys would want to have. But last but not least, the Phoenix Flurry delivers a powerful blow after a flurry of strikes, stunning for 1 turn and decreasing attack for 2 turns. Mind you, that has no percent on it, so as again, if it passes the resistance check on this skill specifically, you will stun and you will attack break them, which is great. No 75, 50%. Just if they don't pass it, then you're gonna hit it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Before granting vigor to the caster for 4 turns. Now it tells you right there, vigor increases attack and defense, and vigor cannot be dispelled. That is a more recent change. Before you were actually able to strip him of the buff, making him virtually useless. Like you worked all this hardness to get your fighting spirit up and then rip. So damage dealt increases in proportional to the caster's max HP. Love it. And now, as it says, caster begins the first battle with 50 fighting spirit and gains 50 when attacked. So when he gets attacked, or you're getting 5 every time he takes a hit. You know, that's really good. So you're starting off with 50, you get attacked, you're at 55, and this is why I run counter, because then I counter, get 20. Now I'm at 75 with with the fighting spirit, and all you need to do is do like another attack and then get attacked, and then boom, you're now at 100. Very easy to do, in my opinion. You don't get any fighting spirit for using your S2, but if you have him as your main tank, or if he's just taking hits because of AoE, you're very quick to get your ult. You can get it on your 2nd turn, and if there's a whole bunch of speed tuning nonsense going off, you can actually get your ult on your 1st turn if you get enough counter attacks. So that's kind of why I run them like that. Let's of course look at the skills. If you guys haven't seen it, you probably have, but this is a full-on breakthrough. Oh, let me not put it on auto because that's all he's gonna do. I love the faces. If there's anything I love, is the faces that they make the characters do with this character so far. Hey, look at the freaking bag. Look at the bag. Alright, so that is the S3, obviously. The Phoenix Strike. You can have the S2 here. Move. Now this is a guaranteed defense break. Beautiful. And then, like I said, if you have enough to soul burn, you could have done that right into the S3. Boom. But normally you're going to S2 into the S1, and you can also defense break there and then hit him with the burn. The burn is not going to do crazy amounts of damage because burn just scales off attack. Obviously, you're not really building attack on this guy, but it's just additional damage, and plus he has fire, so I guess they just decided to give it to him. They also could have been crazy, like what I've seen in Knights Chronicles, where they gave him a specific burn. They could have called it like, you know, I don't know, what is it? I'm trying to think of a higher name of a burn, like, you know, like corroded or something. Like, I don't know. And then they could have had that buff and it had a burn or a dot damage that scaled off his max HP. But they're being tamed here. They already gave him this. Don't need to give him any more to make him even more busted. I agree. You know, I don't want people re-rolling for Ken all of a sudden. You know, let me have my joy. And I'm gonna go into next. I was thinking about going to artifacts first, but I'm gonna go into my build first to show you guys my Ken. And since I do have the Ken, might as well show off mine. Now, on the right side, we went HP, and yeah, HP. So we're sitting at 2,000. 2,000. Wow, math. 20,000 HP. Beautiful right now. Almost 1k defense. I would have preferred to have that. The attack, if we could take any attack, I would take it off. I really don't care about it. The speed, as you know, it didn't get too much of that, but if you could get that too, that'd be great. Now we're sitting at almost 50% crit chance and some almost +9 crit damage. Obviously, I would like to have that up too. And let me remove myself for a second. The effectiveness is only +15. Effective resistance, which is a little bit more important to me, at 32%. So we'll dodge some stuff, not everything, but we'll get it done. Now, as you can see, this gray here is you normally wouldn't really care too much to ever get it, but if you do see an 85% right side necklace or ring, and it is good, as you can see, when you +15 it will give you 50%. That is a significant amount, and as you can see, since it is a 85, even though it's gray, you will still get high rolls on the stuff that come out. So we got a +10% here, and I'll be honest, I'll probably go to here. I probably don't have 10. It's 14, and this probably got rolled onto 14 to make that. This just came with it. Actually, no, it probably has one roll in it, to be honest with you. But that's just a way to kind of build it out. And the crit chance, defense, flat defense, obviously defense percentage will be better here, effective resistance, and we got some speed. And you would pretty much want to gear towards speed. HP percentages on, obviously not on these because this is all HP percent, on here. So obviously instead of 14% attack, I would prefer more on the health portion of it. Like it wouldn't even that bad if this was not attack, but it was flat health, and that would be way more better. That would be better for me. Like this one, HP percent, we got some rolls. This was really good, obviously. And this one, look at that roll. I gave this to him because I actually had him on something else, and I was like, no, HP percent and 23%. Great there. We got a couple rolls, and it's all 15s. So this is pretty much his build, unless I get like a weapon like this and it's better. It has a higher HP percent roll, then we'll switch it around, then his HP will gradually go up and things of that nature. So, and as you can see, he is on counter. And I will show you a little demonstration. If you guys haven't watched my Guild War videos, and it's your first time being exposed to me, I love the counter set. And just to show it more clarified so you guys can see what the artifacts do. Obviously, when he gets low on 50% attack, he gets an attack boost. Great. If you were happen to max this out, which would be phenomenal, he would heal 50% of the damage. So I've seen my Ken do up to like 10,000 damage. He would heal 5,000, even, you know, or anything like crazy like that. I've seen 5,000. That's on a very, very weak target that's defense broken, which he does have 2 defense breaks, which is why it's pretty good, and only when he's half health. So once mine hits 10k health, he'll heal back up and he'll constantly go back and forth. So it's pretty good. But the only thing is, obviously, it's an attack increase, so it doesn't really won't raise his damage that crazy, but it's just to give him a heal. Now this one I was really thinking about doing. I would take away the heal aspect, but it will give him more turns. He does have speed. He gives himself a speed buff. Now every time he takes hits, he'll get 8% combat readiness, and or 16 if you can max it out. I do think that this was going to be another option that I think that people could consider, especially if they don't have the scythe. This one's pretty good because 75% health, it's very easy. If you guys don't know, that's very easy for a character to be 75% health. That's like them taking like maybe 1 or 2 hits, and then boom, every time he's just going to keep getting more and more turns, and which is obviously good, especially on counter, because then I'll get more turns, more S3s, more S2s, more S1s, and your turns just come more quicker, and that's not proper English, but you please forgive me. Ubera's Tooth is obviously not going to be a good option. The additional damage that it does do is to the caster's attack, and you're going to be building HP, so I would avoid this for Ken entirely. Elspeth is obviously a pretty good option. Attack, which again we don't really care about too much, but the speed boost could give you additional turns if you don't have any of the 5-star artifacts. This one I actually do like because you will start to gain additional turns, which could eventually give you more turns to deal with the problems and get out of the fight quicker. So it's not that bad, but obviously it's very similar to the Dorandale. Hellcutter It seems like everything for warriors are always geared around attack, but the crit chance here is what I'm more happy about. Now, as every time people take turns around you, especially if you're slower, you will get attack and crit chance. What I'm more concerned about is the free crit chance, so you can get that lovely, phenomenal S3 or you know, or just the S1. Now, really important here, at least for my build, I couldn't run this on counter because it will remove itself once I attack and I counter attack. So for a counter based build like I do, this would be terrible. But if you're not running him on counter, you just have him on like pure HP or crit damage, you know, with HP substats and main stats on the right side. This could be decent for you because he'll be slower, then he'll hit and crit, and then you'll have like a crit damage build and he will very likely crit and hit hard. So that's a very good option if you're not running counter. This the Star Gauntlet, I do like this a lot because it gives you a more tanky option. It's for the HP representing the HP warriors out there, and as you know, there's not really many of them, so this is more ones that will allow you to pretty much not get stunned, be able to do like, and as he is a defense breaker, Ken is a defense breaker, so it will allow you to constantly not be affected and land your debuffs and just sit there and be an overall annoying, you know, SOB. So it's very good if you have it. It's more of a technical, you know, it's a tech, especially if you were trying to keep him as like a main tank and not have him stunned up so he can do other things. I prefer it on more tankier characters that you're not looking to do damage. There are some warriors that you're not looking to do damage, like a Corvus or something like that, but obviously Corvus is going off of Candlestick, so yeah. Oh, I got some aid, Curse Ash, and those Curse Ashes are for Ken, so 3-star artifacts, I'll have to say maybe Aqua Rose. Haven't really used it myself, but at 20k at 20k HP, that's a 2000 shield that you could get. A little damage mitigation in there if you wanted to try it. Candlestick is the decent option if you can. I think only if you're running counter, because then you'll also have your ult up more often and you'll be able to use it because you keep counter attacking. If you're not running counter, I wouldn't do Candlestick at all. You could do Ancient Sheath because on counter and on the regular stuff he will actually do more damage on his S1, but not really feeling that. Alright, I think that's good enough for you guys. I'm going to show you guys a nice little arena exhibition. Hopefully that they'll attack, especially Luna, or maybe the other ones will attack, and you'll see how effective and the counter is, in my opinion. Obviously you don't have to build it that way. You could just go HP or crit damage depending on the substats in your right side gear, and especially the substats in your left side gear. It really depends on what you have, but you definitely want to be focusing on HP as a main thing that you're looking to get higher and higher and higher. That's just gonna boost his overall damage. Whew. All right, we've safely gotten into the round. They look like they're speed tuned, and my DN's gonna get blown up here, but it's fine. We're here to showcase Ken. Here we go. Hopefully she targets him. Nope. That's a kill on Diane though. This is actually really going to be a Ken showcase because he's probably going to have to carry this entire thing. So boom, he's going to get 5 here. Does he counterattack? No, he doesn't. So now he should be at... He took a hit right there, so he's at 50. So he should be at 55. Boom, he's at 55. We're going to attack here with the S1, and that's going to give me 20, or I can risk it. Well, actually, it's not really a risk, right? So we can actually hit lovely Asaria here, who's very low on health, and that will get us up to 95. Then we just got to get a hit. See, look at that good boost. Counterattack to him, because I love counterattack. And I think that should count as a hit, and we're going to counterattack, so we're definitely going to be in there. So only took 1 turn, and now we're going to ult. Oh, she's dead. So what's really cool here, if I don't miss, which is possible that I will miss, right? I can shut down the Luna here, and that would pretty much set us up for victory. And we miss. This is the end of the character build. It's bound to happen. I could have easily targeted the other one, but she's the main threat. Obviously, you saw how much damage she's doing right now. And the misses, you can count on the misses as well. But that should make much sense. Make some sense to you guys. We're gonna finish this out. Kill them out. He's gonna target him. Oof. Don't miss. There we go. 4K. Pretty good damage, I'd have to say. And that's just a quick demonstration of Ken. Obviously, he's pretty good in Abyss and Arena. Not Abyss and other in the raid as well, because he's a tanky figure. He's not gonna die. You can actually put him on the front line with counter, and he'll actually be able to deal damage, sustain himself, and all that good stuff with the specific build that I have. Let me know in the comment section below what build you guys have on him. I don't know why I clicked that, I never do. Cameron definitely does more damage than he does, obviously, because he's AoE hitting. But let me know what you guys are building on him. If you have him, let's talk. Let's make a powwow, because I know not that many people here. I barely see him here. Look, there's a Ken right there. You know, you don't really see Ken that much. And after all the buff and the rework, he's just such a great character. So I hope this helps out some of you guys out there that got Ken or interested in Ken or anything like that. And like I said, leave me in the comment section below who you guys want to see next. I will do my absolute best to fun out whoever has the most likes or upvotes or whatever the hell it is. I'll do that character. I'll probably post this on Reddit as well, so I'll try to keep both of that in mind. I know not everyone on Reddit goes to YouTube and vice versa. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.